What's good, YouTube? CJ Make Moves, and I'm back with my second video, right? Before I get into this video, I would like to tell y'all that it's a youngin' birthday today. So, anyways, with that being said, man, y'all wish me happy birthday. Y'all show love. So, today's video for the be just three tips that I think every teenager should do in order for them to elevate to the next level. So, one, my first tip that I give to every teen that's in high school or even an 8th grader is to save. I think everybody should start saving while they're young, 9th grade, 10th grade, because it's gonna help you in the long run. Why? Because you're gonna be able to take advantage of more opportunities, and you're always gonna have money. So if something really happened, like a hurricane or like something traumatic happens, you're gonna have some money that you can lean on, instead of someone who doesn't save, and every time they get a check, they just blow the check. So if they get a $500, $600 check, and they just blow it on clothes and shoes and food, then one, when they really need some money to like help their old girl, or like just to Uber home, then boom, they don't have any. Or when the opportunity come up, like something like, a real estate or like anything, to where they can have a chance in actually buying something and making money from off of it, then they can't, because they don't have money. They didn't save their money, so they're gonna miss out on the opportunity, basically. So I think saving is so important for teenagers. I think every teenager should save. I don't think teenagers should be trying to impress their friends and stuff like that. Like, y'all too big for that, bro. Just be your own person. Which leads into my tip number two. Tip number two is basically being your own person, following your own path. Like just basically being your own boss, right? Just because you're a homeboy or your homegirl going to college does not necessarily mean you have to go to college. Just because they're going to trade school doesn't mean you have to go to trade school. Everybody have their own journey that they have to take. Me, myself, I'm still trying to figure out what's my journey and what's my path. But I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'd rather me figure that out than me hop on my dog path. You get what I'm saying? I think everybody should have their own journey and have their own path and be their own person, because it's gonna help you in the long run better, figure out what type of person you are, and it's gonna be overall good for your overall growth, growth and how you think, how you move about things. It's just finding what you like about you, your own path, instead of being a follower and finding your friend path. Because at the end of the day, when it's time for you to leave the earth, your friend's not coming with you. It's just you and God. So, which leads over to tip number three, right? Tip number three is building a better relationship with God. I struggle with this, and I go to church. I struggle with trying to build a better relationship with God. It could be difficult because the world we live in, everybody is, you want to be like that, or you see that and you want to be that, or materialistic people, lustful people. It's a lot more. It's a lot of things that I struggle with personally, and it kind of hinders me and my connection with God. So my tip number three is trying to build a better relationship with God, because it's gonna help you in a long way. And I don't mean build a better relationship with God by just praying when something really traumatic happens. I mean just in general, just praying every day, asking him to lead you in the right direction and away from negative friends. It's a lot of things that you could do to please God. So I think tip number 3, I think everybody should just be trying to please God and just move in the right direction, because it's overall gonna help you in the long run. Because if nobody don't got your back, God has your back. So that's just like a little tip, you know. That's just my 3 tips, you know. It's not really gonna be too much of a long video. I'm just telling y'all something that's just on my mind, just how I feel. So like I said, that's my 3 tips: saving, following your own path, and putting your trust in God. And actually putting your trust in God. Don't just, you know, just do it when you need him. Like, actually follow God, you know. So that's my 3 tips, man. Like I said, man, I just came on here to just let out what's really on my mind. I think I'm gonna start doing this, doing these type of videos more, because I actually like these. I get to talk about whatever, you know. So I appreciate it. If you watched it, I appreciate it though. So man, I'm gonna be back with another video.